So, where are the 4 spots you are most likely to get into a crash on I-75? We wondered, so we did some digging. 170,000 people in Metro Detroit use I-75 every single day. Take a look at what we found. It's an interstate more than 170,000 of you will use in Metro Detroit every day, I-75. And when a crash occurs, it can affect all of us, as it results not only in lane closures and shutdowns, in some serious situations, injuries, sometimes death. And that's why we wanted to dig into where you are more likely to have a crash on I-75. Okay, so I want to show you the 3rd and 4th spot you're most likely to get in a crash. The 4th spot would be this area between mile markers 62 and 63 on 75. This is between 11 and 12 mile. Now, let's go south. The 3rd spot that you're most likely to get into a crash would be near that Davison-McNichols 7-mile area.
Accidents implies that something happened and it was nobody's fault. These are preventable crashes.
So it's the 2nd most common place to get into a crash on I-75. So let's put up drone 4 to show you the exact spot. We're talking about mile marker 60 to 61, better known as the 9 mile to 696 area just off of I-75. If you know that area, you know there's a lot going on there. And if you head to or go through Royal Oak, Ferndale, Pleasant Ridge, you're hitting this area.
As you're coming along, you go out some of that curve, people are starting to jockey for position, right? You got the 8-mile exit coming up, so now you're starting to jockey for position, so you got to make that rapid lane change to get over. So now people are seeing that, right? So if you're already driving too fast and you're following too close and you're not paying attention, and then all of a sudden that exit pops up onto you and you try to drive over, and that's you're going to get in a crash.
Here, you can see the number of crashes by month. December has the least, October the highest. We found more crashes on a Friday, followed by a Tuesday. And take a look at this. The road conditions for when most crashes occurred, 78% crashed on dry roads. About 20% occurred on wet, ice, or snowy roads.
I like to use the Detroit reference. I call it the big 3. Excessive speed, following too close, distracted, impaired driving. That's it. That's the big 3.
I-75 between 6 and 7 mile saw 641 crashes. That was between 2019 and 2023. 2 of the crashes were deadly, making this spot the #1 area on I-75 for crashes. We caught up with Diane Cross from MDOT to get a little perspective.
There's a very sharp curve as you go from 6 to 7 mile going north or south between Oakland and Wayne County. So what do we do about that? How do we make the drivers go slower? That's up to the drivers, right? That's human error.
Let's take a closer look at this stretch. June and February saw the most crashes. Most occurred northbound, that's 67%. Digging through reports, we found 38% of crashes were rear end collision, 25% sideswipe. The time of the day that saw the most crashes, 5 p.m. and 4 p.m. There's so much more to report on this. Road conditions, what months the most crashes occur, what days are more common for these incidents. So we broke it apart, hot zone by hot zone, and we posted it all to clickondetroit.com. Check it out.